All right, so now we are beginning line number 3. All right, so it puts itself in a place that no one wishes to be, and thus is closest to Tao. I like this line. I really like this line because basically what they're saying is that water flows to places that nobody likes. Also, these places. So let's consider in a big city those areas that are very poor, or even places that you don't like for whatever reason. These are the places, smelly places, disgusting places, places that are on fire, places that are insane asylums, I don't know, prison, piles of shit. It doesn't matter. The nastiest places, to all of them water flows, right? And we need to take this lesson, that going even to the craziest places, because these are the places that water is usually the most needed. Think about it. So anyway, I think you get the point that basically try to go to these places, try to be a master, a saint, a teacher, a guide, a friend, a big brother, a big mother, a big sister, a big brother, whatever it takes. These are the places that are of a surprising nature, the places that are of an uncomfortable being. These are the places that you perhaps need to consider to go. Obviously, you are not commanded. This is all interpretation. And at the end of the day, you will choose the places that you feel most inclined to be in, and that's the places that you should be. When you do good work, that's the way I see it. When you do good work, you need to do it your way without any I forgot the word. A situation in which you are doing something that you are not 100% with. You need to be 100% into whatever you do. That's the only thing. You need to enjoy yourself. And also, but at the end of the day, it's a balance of how much you enjoy yourself and how much you serve and how much, just make the right choices according to you, you'll choose. Um, right, we are in line 4. A virtuous person is like water which adapts itself to the perfect place. Nice, nice. Again, this whole idea of the perfect place. Water goes to the perfect place. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Go to this perfect place that you need to be, that gravity sends you to. Just allow this power of gravity, this power of attraction to guide you, to just go with your own desires. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean hedonism at all. At all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying just do whatever you feel inclined at the moment. But you know what? In a sense, maybe you should consider, this general direction of, letting yourself go and enjoying, the reality that is created around you, if you are able to. You may very well be in a circumstance in which this is very hard to do whatever it is you desire to do. And that's okay. That's, obviously part of the guidance and of the system that you need to be in. Whatever belief systems you share or not, it doesn't matter. Just allow this flow to go without being too much of a powerful entity that just changes the reality around it. Do the opposite and just allow it to happen as well as affecting it. It's a very very delicate contradiction, and obviously sometimes there are, and that's okay too, because the reason is once you solve the contradiction, that's the point in which you are in a higher dimension. In our dimension, in 3D, there are conflicts. But once you resolve, that's the place that all conflicts are resolved. All two entities, all dualities combine into one. And that's basically this higher dimension heaven, or whatever you want to call it, just realize that that's the point of the absolute, the point that all conflicts are united and everything is just one and we are all one. Sorry, I got a little bit carried away. Let's continue to the text. All right, so you get it. Thus, it's closest to the Tao because water does that. Let water be a role model to all of us. A virtuous person is like water which adapts itself to the perfect place. His mind is like the deep water that is calm and peaceful. Alright, so now we moved into a new area and basically a new paragraph basically that we are going through the mind, the heart, the words, the government, the work, the movement, it's just a flow of things, of basically laws, or I wouldn't call them laws, but more of guidance to how you can become a master, how you can go higher to this higher dimension that we are talking about. We talked about it through the metaphor of water, and now they are basically giving us a very specific plan, a path of becoming this great master, and this is the Tao. The Tao is the way, the path. Alright, this is the path that you need to walk in order to reach this high level of consciousness, this fifth dimension. Alright, they are giving us a very obvious recipe. It's not a big secret, it's just follow the path and you'll get there, ABC, it's mathematics, just do it, just follow the guidance, and you'll reach those high levels that I'm trying to talk about. That's the whole point of this course. That's the whole point of the Tao. I'm only trying to make you go higher in consciousness, and you should aspire this aspiration because that's the whole point in our courses, in my courses. I'm always trying to take my students higher in dimensions in a very, very different ways. Sometimes it's through a more spiritual path. Sometimes it's more of a mathematical path. Whatever I try, different courses have different ideas, and it's not that's like there's only one and only path, but they are all very similar, and I don't know, maybe that's the one and only path. Maybe that's the one and only path for us, I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I'm not talking about the Tao by itself. Let me be clear what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that there is probably one and only path, real path, from your personal situation to the higher dimension. There is one and only path for all of us, but obviously this path is manifested through a million different manifestations. I'm talking about a higher level that we all share from a very general vibration, from vibration A to vibration B. This is all mathematics. I'm not talking necessarily about particular circumstance or particular philosophies. For example, the Tao is a great way, and in other religions have their own path, their own way of going very high in consciousness, and this is something all religions basically share, or most religions basically share, and Christianity, Judaism, Islam, obviously all the major ones have their own path, and we are talking in this course about the Tao. Anyway, so you know what, I think I'll begin this next paragraph in a new video. So